A big welcome to all of you. Here I am again, preparing now or putting the Aquarius full moon together, which is happening on the 3rd of August in the month of Leo. So this month is going to be very intense because Leo is an intense sign. Now the sun is since the 23rd of July in the Leo sign, and we feel this energy quite through the heat, through this middle, right? We are in the middle of the summer. And when we're in the middle of the summer, it's a fixed sign, right? The sun is in a fixed sign. So we kind of fixed on how we see things. And particularly, Leo is very passionate, right? He's passion in itself. And I just give you already a little picture of how I see Leo. With this infinity symbol as the breath that we do when we do stick our tongue out, right? And really show that we roar. We are letting out that sound so we can really create something magnificent, right? It's a beautiful animal, right? Leo is very proud, very beautiful. This is the typical picture for Leo, right? And here I have created a little bit of a different way of looking at Leo, looking at the animal itself and becoming the animal through this breath, right? Which I'm gonna go deeper into it, because now we have, of course, the full moon is in Aquarius, so we're gonna have a look at Aquarius. So Aquarius, here, the star, right? Beautiful card. We very much see here hope and the healing and the beauty of connecting to something higher than ourselves, which is what this star represents, right? So the let's have a look at these constellation, right? We have these 8 stars, but there are 7 smaller ones and 1 big one, and the 7 smaller ones are the chakras, right? This is where you're understanding that there is a way of reaching up, and the 8th star, I would call it the Earth star, or you could also say this is the star of your revelation, which is then why are you here on Mother Earth? Why are you here doing what you're doing, right? Is this your star hovering over you, looking at you, protecting you, helping you to find your peace, your calm through meditation, right? Only through meditation are we able to reach to the 8th star, right? The 7th star is just right above our head, the crown chakra. We're wearing that crown like we see in so many other major arcanas where they're wearing a crown, or in the Tower, which is the card right before the star, is where the crown is falling down. The crown is not serving to the right person. Something had to break, something had to leave, right? So this is this symbolism here. Then we see her naked, and to be naked is to see that you're natural, that you do not need to hide, that you not need to prove anything. If you have a little bit of belly, if you have a little bit of something, you don't care, right? At this stage in your life, or as the Aquarius and the age of Aquarius that we're entering now, it means that you really are yourself, right? You really have come to that place and owning this physical body. Now, this nakedness comes also with Isis as being unveiled, as being showing herself, right? That true queen, that true female, that empowered female that is now wanting to come into this world. Now, Aquarius right now is connected to, ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of freedom and the new reality we're going in, right? In breaking out of the old, in bringing yourself to a new level of awareness, right? So this is showing us, of course, she's clearly aware because she has one foot in the water, in this well, or in this lake or pond, right? Where the subconscious is bringing us deep down. The subconscious rules us, right? Now, the other foot is on the earth, and that's where she's grounded at the same time. She has both polarities connected to herself. She is connected to the subconscious, but she's also connected to the conscious with this other foot, right? Then she has these two water bearers. She's the water bearer, right? She's the one that collects the water. And here, we don't know, is she pouring the water into the lake or into the well, or did she just take it out? And with the other one, she's pouring it back down here into the earth. So there is a cycle. She is actually giving us the awareness of there is a cycle, as we also see the stars, right? Creating a circle. Now, what is really powerful is that any lake or any pond with the subconscious is actually bringing us to all the conditionings that we have gone through since our birth, since our childhood, since we were naturally naked and didn't even need to hide anything, right? So here we are becoming aware of a lot of empowered symbolisms. Now you see also here a tree, and in this tree sits a bird, and this bird is the scarlet ibis, right? And this scarlet ibis has a peak that looks like a fish hook. And now the name of this card in the Hebrew alphabet is Tzadi, T-Z-A-D-D-I, meaning fish hook. And the fish is here to find the truth, the subconscious, right? We know fish, Pisces in a way, is the subconsciousness, like, right? Where we're going deeper down and we find where we are bound through our past. And you see here this bird sitting, right, and being part of this picture, meaning this is how we fish for the truth, right? Not by a hook, by a fish hook where we get the fish. No, we catch the fish like the bird in a natural way, in a way where it's becoming something where we fish for the things that bind us to the subconscious, to this pool of unconsciousness. Unconsciously, sometimes we do things and we don't realize why we're doing it. Now, of course, I did again a yoga pose, and the yoga pose that I created here is the star pose, right? Which is coming out of side plank, where we're lifting the leg up into the air, we're grabbing it with our toe. Now, as you can see, she has also one foot in the water and one hand at the earth where the water is pouring through her hand into the earth. Now, if this card would be coming out reverse, we see you here in the stars, right, shining bright. You, that 1 star, that 8 star, you are the purpose when you take this position, right? And this interconnection where we are celestially connected, but also earthly, bringing it down to the people, right? So here there are 2 ways of connecting with this card. And of course, I still have to put in the bird and the tree. I'm not finished, right? I'm always continuing working on these cards, which is just like a big pleasure for me. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so that's basically the overall awareness of this full moon, right? And the meaning of this full moon in Aquarius is the fight to be free, right? We fight to be free because the sun is in Leo, right? And of course, we are in Aquarius. And this fight, right, is for the greatest good for all people, transitioning now into freedom, into justice, into becoming aware that the things the way they have been, because actually the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Aquarius, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus is about real estate, security, finances, all the systems. So there is this T-square, right, where all the sun, the moon, and the Uranus are tugging on each other, and we are going to see quite still some riots. We're re-stepping up, and we say no more. No more of this injustice, no more of these things that are not functioning. And the age of Aquarius is coming in, right? More and more now with this full moon, a light is shining, a healing light is shining onto the people, down into our subconscious. We have been way too long in the age of Pisces, being suppressed, being good in where we were. It was great. The collective was all together in it. We were fine, but now we're breaking free. We're moving up into the 8th chakra, into the earth star, into the purpose of each individual, of what can we do to clearly see now where have we been suppressed in the subconscious, where we have been not connected to a higher purpose. And this is what's coming, not only on this full moon, but in general, the big year of the age of Aquarius, right? So this is where we're going, where we're moving towards, refining the balance again. Remember, between 1 foot up in the air, of course, 1 foot in the water, right? So you have to ask yourself, what is it that I would like to bring into this world in this month where we're now in the sun, in Leo, fighting for something greater, higher than ourselves, right? Still the same theme, continue. Good. After this full moon, so this is the last time I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. After this full moon in Aquarius, I'm going to do individual readings when the moon is in your sign, and that will happen every 3 days. The moon will switch from the sign that he's in into the next, and I will just do the readings like this, so you have to wait a little longer. And then, of course, on the full and new moon, I still will do a collective video for all, where I am going to do quite one video, not for each one a reading, but I will do one big reading where I pick 3 cards per person going again through it, and then I will put the timing so you can go to 11 minutes and 20 seconds where your reading starts, which is done like just like 3-4 minutes long, but just for your meditation for that time in the full moon or then in the new moon when you need the help, this visual help, right? These symbolisms that are packed in each of these major arcana cards, right? So, but then I will give you a bigger reading when the moon is in your sign. So I feel the energy. I've been doing this in Germany now, and I feel that it's bringing me much deeper into the signs. So this is only what's going to change, right? You're still going to have like a short, but not for each video posted, but one big video where all the signs are in, and you get 3 cards, and I will give you the push for your meditation. Good. So now we're going to each individual reading one more time. This is the last time I'm doing it. And thank you for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Libra, to your full moon and Aquarius reading. I placed already the cards and got 1 card from the mystical shaman. So remember, we are in Leo time, right? Leo, one more time, finding that power to tame that beast, which is not really a beast, but which is our wild self, right? So here I have a yoga position where you come into the infinite eight, into that infinite breath. And the full moon is in Aquarius, one more time, right? Going deep into your subconscious so that you can find this star which you become yourself. You are that star. You are the Queen of Swords if you're born between the 12th of September to the 12th of October, right? That would be the court card for you. Okay, so I took from the the Good Tarot. From the deck, you have the 7 of Earth. And 7 of Earth is that moment of looking back. Where do I come from? What have I done? Where do I stand? Right? What is it that I have achieved? Maybe from now I want to go another way or do it differently. For me, it's beautiful because she has these feathers, right, that bring her back to that awareness, bring her at the same time here into the future, but she's looking into the past, right? Now, when you think about looking either way, it seems like this is the past and this is the future. But interesting enough, because that's the way we perceive it, because the way we write. Now the Hebrew writing goes from right to left, meaning it brings the awareness into the spiritual. From right, where we have the conscious, we go to the left, where we have the feminine perspective of life, right? The masculine moves into the feminine. We go from the feminine into the masculine. And if we're in the present moment, there is no past and there is no future. There just is this present moment, right? So these are your 3 cards from the Good Tarot. The King of Water, the World, and the 3 of Air. Take them in, have a look. Good. The King of Water is Scorpio, which is in the month of November. Maybe in November something clearly comes to you as an awareness, clearly makes you connected to the deep ocean. Clearly the masculine, the patriarch is healing, because he's the big healer, right? He's the one that really goes deep and says, I want to know. Sometimes they don't. It's okay. Each person on their own journey and on their own way of learning and growing, right? That's what's so beautiful, is to see that, yeah, you're here, I'm here. That doesn't mean we're different, or I'm better, or you're like below me. Then the world, which is the end of the arcanas. As you can see here, something is shifting. The earth is shifting. The earth is growing. So is, right? The earth has looked different, millions of years ago, right? The plates are shifting. The earth itself has moments where it's changing, and we are right now in a time of big change. Personally, we're going deeper to an awareness that is about the age of Aquarius, right? This is what this full moon is bringing. So just have a look and get into that feeling of this card. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is this pain of the world, this infinite world pain that we're feeling right now. That could also be, of course, in a relationship, a wounded heart, right? A wounded heart by a relationship, by a triangle that happened to you, and you're still feeling it, right? But if that's not the case, it can also be the point that you feel that this world is going through tremendous shift, a tremendous awareness that certain things are just not working anymore. Good. Now, when I bring the cards together in the Seven of Earth with this card, she has her senses towards this. And even though she looks in the opposite direction, right, she kind of feels that she has to be aware. She has to create her senses. So hair, that's why I allow my hair to be long. Hair are like an antenna. And so for me, letting my hair grow long, it's like an antenna. And the Seven of Earth is in a way that sense of, I know where I come from, and now I know where I want to go, and I want to go to a more deeper healing. And then healing also of our sexuality, right? Scorpio is very much the sexual organs connected with, right? Sorry, I need to drink something. Now we have the World. And if I put this card with the World, the same thing happens. She is still looking into the past or into the opposite direction. Of course, if I put it here, it's different, but this card came right from the deck. This comes from the deck. So this is the overall energy over these three cards, right? So she is sensing that this is happening. She's sensing that this is the way forward, the separation, this changing. And then the same here. Again, she's looking away, back, but she's sensing there has to be a deeper healing to this world, right? Because of the World card, there has to be a deeper healing. Now, when we look at the Mystical Shaman Oracle card, from the deck itself, you got the Hunter. And the Hunter is, if you look at it, someone who knows how to get their own food, knows how to hunt, knows how to catch the animals, right? Those with whom he connects as a friend and those who he needs to eat. He knows how to create that awareness. So he goes to, he has his path, right? So this is inviting you to find your own resources, maybe even start a garden. Right now we don't really hunt anymore. Maybe you want to hunt, maybe you want to kill your own animal, and you start noticing what that means to kill an animal. Just don't follow the typical path that most people have gone. This is showing you that now you need to go a path that no one has gone before to find what you need to find. And what comes after is the holy mountain. So you are on a search for the holy mountain. And the holy mountain has always been, mountains always have been being seen as gods, right? There is the Tibet, there is the South American mountains, the Andes, in Peru, and we also have the native Indian mountains, right, that have very specific names for them. So find your mountain, find your altar, find your place where you can go and connect with spirit, right? This is your path, this is your search, this is your quest. And in the holy mountain, you will find a new world that you can live in, where you can live as a healed entity, right? As that male perspective or female perspective, the patriarch and the matriarch together. So you are on a quest, you are on a search while you're looking back. Sorry, this way. Right, you sensing that something has to be changed. You know that it cannot be the way it was. And by you evaluating, right, where you come from, you know now where to go to. Finding that path, right? Finding that highest awareness, going up to a mountain, maybe go and climb up a mountain or go and travel to one of those holy sites. Because there is healing. There is healing, a deep world healing coming to you. All right, my dear Libra. Thank you for watching. I wish you a beautiful meditation, beautiful insights. Maybe these cards have inspired you to look at something inside of you. Only take what works for you, right? These are just invitations, inspirations for you to help you to look at your life and say, okay, what do I want to change? What do I want to live? Where do I want to go, right? This wishes and dreams and hopes and dreams that are coming and healing are coming to you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.